Hey there! I just got these Jones handlebars, the H-loop bars. I've ridden them a few times so far, but I have yet to wrap them. And since I finally have a bike packing race coming up, the reason that I purchased these, I figure it's about time to wrap them up and see how I really like them. I'm not wrapping this the way that Jones specifies to do it, mostly because I have my brakes and shifters towards the crux where the two bars come together. Not recommended by him, but this is how I feel like it's going to be most comfortable for me. This is totally a trial type of thing. I don't know what to think. I don't know if it's going to be best or worst, but I have a few friends using these bars now, and they are currently have it as a similar setup with the brake lever and the shifter as far as it can go. So we'll see if that works out for me. I just wrapped one side and I'm going to see if I can wrap it again so that I can show you exactly how I wrapped my Jones H-loop bars. So I'll give it a shot. I decided to start wrapping mine at the top of the loop. I have a few things mounted here, but I'm not mounting a bag or anything. So I just have a camera mount as well as a light mount right here. I'm leaving this section open in the middle, but then looping this section, wrapping this section, as you can see, like that. So I'm starting here and going out. Let's start by cutting one side of the tape at a long angle. This side of the tape is the one that's going to form the end. So in this case, it's the front center of the bar. And this allows it to start flat versus start on an angle. Now that my angle is cut, I need to figure out exactly where I'm going to start. So I want to peel the first inch or two of the sticky part of the tape and then center it. As you can see, I kind of have the Jones logo there. I started there. I'm going to try to do it similarly here. Okay, once you figure out where you're starting, it's important to start that first roll very nicely. And by nicely, I mean have a pretty tight wrap on the bar because you don't want it to slip out. As you will notice, I'm going to be wrapping the tape towards the rider or towards the bike and going around and around. Just trying to get the end on the bottom and then have that line up like so. And this is a little bit annoying. If it didn't unravel on me, that would be easier throughout. So try not to let it unravel on you if you can help it. And now I'm going to continue wrapping the bar from the center and going towards the end. I am covering about half of the tape each time, and you'll have to experiment on how much room you have. If you're using the same size Jones bars, the larger bars, you should be able to do something similar to this. Now I'm using an entire roll of tape on each side, so I do have room to overlap pretty nicely. Pretty heavily, I should say. And just continue to wrap that tape. Keep on keeping on, all the way till that end, till the intersection of the two bars. The end is where it gets tricky. This intersection of the bars is where it gets tricky. I want you to bring the tape as far as it can, and then as you wrap it under, you're going to turn it basically like 180 degrees and turn it around the bar closer to the rider. You'll notice now that after going around the bar close to the rider, I actually bring it back around the front bar and twist it again through the center and around the close bar. It's important to try to keep tension on the tape here. You don't want it to be loose. You want to have a good firm tension on it so that way it doesn't slip and the adhesive stays sticky throughout the lifespan of the tape. Once you're past the crux of the bars of this bar taping process, you want to continue wrapping your bars similarly to the front based on how much tape you have left. So you're going to wrap, keep tension, and bring it all the way towards the center, towards the stem of your bike, leaving a little bit of room. In this case, we have Jones H bars printed on it. You want to leave that open. Where the diameter of the bar gets bigger, don't tape that. Awesome, we are at the end of the bar now. And just like the beginning, we're going to do a long angled cut, and that's going to give us a nice straight ending. Then I prefer to use electrical tape first, and I go around the bar 1 to 2 times, and that gives it a little extra sticking power. I do this on the front and back of the bar, so the start and finish. Your electrical tape should cover a portion of the bar itself and the tape to hold it in position so that it doesn't slide back and forth. Next, I'm going to figure out where the center is on the tape that was provided to us with the bar tape, and I'm going to cut it at approximately 60%, 40%. The 60% sized portion of it is going to go on the rear bar because it's fatter, larger diameter, while the 40% smaller portion of the tape will go on the front because of the smaller diameter bar. And that gives it a nice finished look over the electrical tape that I placed earlier. So that's that. You can see that it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good. And it's almost the same on both sides. There's a little metal showing through, but as I mentioned, I don't know the exact way to wrap it. This is not the preferred method according to Jones, but I'm hoping it'll work for me, and it gives me, you know, the corner position, my brake lever, shifter, dropper position here, farther out. If I want to be at the end, I could be here, I could be here, I could be up front and kind of lean back, almost in an arrow position. I can get close to the stem, or I can do a combination like this, holding on like that, or, you know. So I'm hoping that was helpful. We'll see how it works. I will give some feedback after I do this 260-mile bike race this weekend and let you know if I have numb hands or if I like these hand positions, if I like these bars. We will see. I'm definitely excited to test it all out. If this was helpful, or if you want to watch other biking type videos, adventure videos, or want to see my thoughts on this after the race, please like the video, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, concerns possibly, and how you wrapped yours. I'm sure there's a better way. Let me know what it is. Cheers, guys.